Welcome to this week's episode of Finding Friends. Today in the studio, we have Adrienne Cole, who is the founder of the House of Marigold. But I'll let Catie take that introduction and expand it.
All right.
Because there's more to this story.
Okay. Adrienne Cole is the founder and CEO of the House of Marigold Catering and Marigold Mobile Bar Company. So
Which is my favorite.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just talking about having
I want it for the birthday party.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a 6-year-old, but it's fine. Like the adults need some sustenance. Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Do you do a lot of kids' birthday parties?
We do.
That is so cool.
We do a ton of kids' birthday parties. We literally pull the girls out in our neighborhood in our driveway on Halloween, and like we pour for the adults and we give candy to the kids.
But that's genius. I bet you're the
cool.
most popular house on the block.
It's like the line for the Golden Girls is longer than the line for the candy. They come back. They like spin the block and come back for another cocktail.
That is
I
amazing.
love that they're called the Golden Girls.
I know. I love that too. I saw on your TikTok you like have Rose, Blanche. I can't remember all the
We've
names.
got Rose, Sophia, Dorothy, and then Coco's our ice cream tricycle. And not many people know the very first episode of the very first season of Golden Girls, there was a golden guy, and he is our representation in our ice cream tricycle. So he goes with the girls.
I never knew that.
Yeah, to like sweeten up the bar.
Did he live with them?
He was a housemate for
Oh,
the
I
very
didn't
first
know
episode
that.
of the very first.
I need to
season,
go back
like
and watch
pilot.
that.
Yeah. So Coco goes. Blanche is not necessarily a mobile bar, but she's like our van, our catering van for the.
That's
Oh, that kinda makes
like
sense,
the
though.
boss
Yeah.
layout.
Yeah,
Like,
this is a little rough around the edges.
She gets around. She gets around.
oh my gosh, that was definitely thoughtfully planned out. I love that. That is so
talk
funny.
about thoughtfully planned out. I have been to the House of Marigold. It's an experience. I mean, it is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Like, okay, so did you take like a Pinterest board and you were like, this is what I want? Like, how did you design it? You're just, I mean, number one, you are stunning. So it doesn't surprise me that it's reflected in your work. But I think it's one of the most beautiful restaurants I've ever stepped foot in.
Thank you. Thank you. No, you know what? We are very intentional about everything that we do and everything that comes with that brand and how we have rebranded it. And I was very intentional about doing something that I love, and that was a reflection of me for sure. You know, Louisville is amazing and the bourbon capital of the world, and we're so proud of that. But that's not necessarily me. Like, I am very feminine, and I like pink and very floral and bright, and I like Prosecco and I like rosé. And so I wanted to do something that represented that. That was the other side of Kentucky, because, you know, there's a lot of women here, and we run a lot of big businesses and a lot of operations, and we want to get out and lunch and have brunch and dine out and feel really welcomed. And so that's what we created. I have an incredible creative and design team with Maddox and Rose, who've been with me since I created the mobile bars and had, you know, not necessarily a brick and mortar to bring everybody to. And they have brought every bit of my vision to life. And we collaborate and they get me. And it's just been wonderful.
It's cool you've been with the same people from the beginning. So it's, you're able to like think back, like, let's not do this or let's do something like that. Or just
it's
like
like
you know each other
synergy.
well too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much continuity across the brand and everything that we're representing, and we just work well together.
That's awesome.
We're like a sisterhood now, and I could not imagine doing anything without Jamie and Lee and Maria. They are my other half of my team, and of course, and I have my team at the restaurant and catering that operate everything, but my creative and my design team really help me be able to express myself, everything that's in my head, and bring it to life. Yeah.
So do you come up with the menu items? Is that all you?
So me and my husband, Chris, is the culinary director of the business, and so we, you know, started this business together. And he is the culinary side, and then I'm the business side of it, and he's the other beautiful part because I have these ideas, and I say, "Can we do this?" And he says, "Absolutely," and he helps develop every bit of my culinary dreams. And then Jamie and Lee help create all of my design and aesthetic dreams. And it's beautiful.
How did you and your husband meet? Was it in something like this or
In
like,
restaurants?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. had met in the restaurant, working in
we
restaurants
don't
together.
go anywhere
Yeah.
when you're in this business. And so, Chris and I, this is both our second marriage. We are long hospitality and industry people. And we met working at a restaurant in Louisville and came together to start this business. He was actually, when I started Bless Your Heart Hospitality, which is our LLC, he was working for Chef Space. It's a kitchen incubator in downtown Louisville, kind of helping other small businesses and hospitality entrepreneurs start their dream. And when this opportunity came about for me to start my entrepreneurship dream, he was like, do it. He was the driving force for me to do it. And so
That's awesome.
yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So we've been blessed to do this together. We met in a restaurant doing this, and he saw something in me that I necessarily didn't see in myself and thought that I would do really well in entrepreneurship and pushed me into it.
I'm
And
sure he was like,
we are.
we can do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like with you doing what I know you can do and doing what I know.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a burning question. So I know you're opening the House of Marigold in NuLu.
Yes.
Are you opening one in Norton Commons?
We are, yes, we are hoping. We're
That's my bubble!
we're waiting. Gustavo is doing a really extensive new, huge. Location. And, construction and everything else sometimes are just a bit of a bummer and take a lot longer than anybody ever anticipates.
Yeah.
And nothing is off of the table. We really, really hope that down the line we can get into Norton Commons and we can, get in that space. So we're just trying to be patient. We know, we hear the community, right? Like
so bad.
It is the most humbling feeling. You guys make me cry in Norton Commons. You guys are so excited about this location. People are like, oh my God, I love NuLu, but what about Norton Commons? It's like, but you said that I was gonna have it first. Type of like it's like that vibe. It's like, well, what about me? Like I'm so like, okay, cool. But
I'll go to NuLu. But like when I first met you a few minutes ago, I was like, but my bubble is 10 minutes.
Right.
Can we have a, and that's so selfish of me.
Yes.
Norton
but it's
Commons
such
though is probably
truly-
like one of the. I know the area because of her. I'm not like from that area, but just knowing what I know with all the restaurants that I've been to around there, with her, you're talking about having a comfortable place for people to come in and have a nice lunch and have a nice champagne or something like that
Yes.
while they're just hanging out with the girls. Like Norton Commons is the
Norton
place for that.
Commons is like
it's
a
Yeah.
thing. It's a vibe. And so is NuLu.
I don't know NuLu.
But NuLu, the parking sometimes is like you have to mentally get past that before you can go. I mean, yeah.
No, I mean, both locations are awesome just because they're both like incredible in regards of the demographic and the people that will go and be patrons. Like Norton Commons is wonderful. It's a great bubble.
Yes.
People will be extremely loyal. It is what it's missing over there, right? There's a lot of and I think so the same thing in NuLu as well. Like we have an incredible cultural hospitality and food scene in all of Louisville, and the amount of representation that NuLu and Norton Commons holds with Mexican and Mediterranean and Cuban is so vast that it'll be really wonderful for us to kind of have space and bring a classic New American touch and classic New American brunch and dinner down in NuLu. So we're super excited. I think that both sides of the city are going to really get excited about what we're doing. And we're going to bring something that's missing in both areas.
I could totally see that. Like I feel like a lot of the restaurants that I've been to in Norton Commons they're beautiful, but they're much more of a masculine
It's a masculine feel.
I feel like you bring in a whole other flair. And it makes me think of that the flower cart
At Lulubelle's?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be so fun to have
Have a little flower cart.
Yeah. Anyways, it makes me think that's the
Marigold
only
cart.
place that I can think of that was super made me think flowers.
Feminine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Feminine.
yeah. No,
Everything
it'll
else
be
is very masculine.
Very like, summer house. Like if you were like in Santa Monica or you were in Palm Springs or you are down in Naples and you're at your best girlfriend's house and you've just come back from the beach and you want a great meal and a great glass of wine and you want to hear great music and sit back and just catch a vibe, like that is the goal to have in NuLu, right? We're expanding the hours of operation. We're moving into dinner service. We're super excited about providing that for everybody. This will actually have multiple private dining. So now everybody who wants to bring in their 20 and 25 and 30 top and really celebrate, they'll have that space. It's expansive. We'll have a really great greenhouse, which will have a bar.
A greenhouse?
Yes. So it'll have like a
that's
really,
your love language.
it's just really, really a sexy but bright and warm vibe, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna have a DJ booth that overlooks that first floor, like on the
I
second
was
floor.
literally about to
mezzanine.
ask you whenever you said the music. I'm like, I'm curious. What kind of music do you guys
Yeah,
play? So
I
you have a DJ.
So it'll have a DJ booth, you know, for event. I mean, it'll offer everything. The vibes
so
are
cool.
great. Like currently in Middletown, we are, you know, we're a little Dua Lipa. We're a little, you know, wonderful like Sabrina Carpenter. We're, you know, a lot of R&B. So,
I love that.
And
Well, that's
and,
for me. Thank you.
And in NuLu, we plan to do the same thing. Have all of those vibes. Bring in live music. Bring in live singers. Just the whole.
I'm gonna have to get out of my bubble,
love
Catie.
live music.
I'm gonna have to get out
No,
of my
the
bubble.
bubble will burst because when you see what NuLu is going to be, you're going to be like, I just have to be there.
Okay.
I have to
wait.
be there.
There are certain places that I will be like, bubble or no bubble, I'm going. And this
Yeah.
sounds like my place. So did you wake up one day and you were just like, I'm going to do this? Like, how did this happen?
You know, it was a lot of former me had put a lot of weight in what the idea of failure looked like to other people. And so when I started my business, you know, it was right before COVID. So like at the end of 2018, 2019. And so when COVID hit, I really was like, I just don't want to fail, right? I've started and I just want to see this through and I want to see how far I can get with it. And let's just see and let's just kind of keep going. And as I've grown and gotten more experience in the business, my barometer of failure has changed, right? And now there's no really sense of failure because we've accomplished more than I ever dreamed. So now I say if anybody came and said, well, Marigold is over tomorrow, I would like look at everybody around me. I would like high five them and I'd be like, how dope was that? Like, that was amazing, guys. Like that was really cool. We did something
That's
that was
awesome.
amazing. Let's move on. Let's
You can
try
hang your
some-
hat on that.
girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's try something else. I mean, there's a season of everything. And so as wonderful as this business is and everything that it's done and the brand is, it's not the definition of who Adrienne is, but it is just a wonderful extension of what I've been able to create that represents me.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so inspiring.
Truly. Like,
So did you, okay, so I'm thinking like in business terms, right? Did you approach your husband and like, this is what we want to do? And then you went and found like your not PR firm, your design, was the design next?
So how it started was I had this opportunity to start this small corporate cafe in downtown Louisville. It was in this building on 9th and Market, the Waystar building. Like essentially catered to just the employees of the building.
Yes.
And so that was where it started. I like made a logo on imprint or something. I don't even know. This little logo. We just did this little tiny cafe and I was so excited just to be able to work for myself. We were open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2. I didn't have to work weekends. It was fine.
Nice.
Right? It was great. And I was like, this is just a wonderful opportunity. I was able to pay myself the same little amount of money that I paid myself at my little restaurant job. I had 3 employees and I was like,
you get to make your own schedule.
this is great,
Yeah.
right? This is wonderful and it's so cool. And that lasted all of like 4 months before I was like, okay, what else can I do? I was like, what else can I do to make more money, to be able to have something that was public facing, that gave me an opportunity to bring people in because the building only allowed the employees to come in and eat at the cafe. So there's like really no money to be made. I was like, if that's all I wanted to do was that, that's fine. But I felt like there was more.
Yeah.
And so Chris, who was working down at Chef Space at the time, I said, well, what do you think I should do? He said, you should start catering. He was like, you've got a kitchen, you've got the smallwares. He was like, with catering, you know, your clients call you and all of the items that are needed for you to be able to execute the event. You rent through a rental company and you staff it, and you should be able to at least get your name out there if you start a catering business. And I was like, okay, but I don't have a chef for a catering company like at all. And he was like, well, if you can start it, then I'll come and I'll be your chef. Like, we'll just go all in. And I was like, okay, let's just go all in. So we bought food at Kroger. I called a buddy. I said, can I use your kitchen to do like a photo shoot? He was like, yes. This girl was starting her like website design company. She was like, I'll do a whole website and logo and photos for you.
Wow.
And she built the website and the like, you know, very minimal, honey, because I didn't have any money.
It was scrappy. I
Scrappy.
love that.
Literally, we are like from the bottom up. Like, we came, like, we piecemeal. There was no money when I started the business. They were, the company that I worked for would do catering for the employees of the building. And they would do a quarterly stipend and they would pay me ahead of time. So I took that very first check that they gave me, paid for 3 months of catering. I took that money and I bought groceries and I bought a POS system and I bought coffee and I bought everything that I needed to be able just to open. And then when they would book me, I would purchase more food. I would sell more food. And that was how it was, you know, from the bottom. And we just got it honest. I mean, genuinely. So we started the catering business in 2019. I called a girlfriend who threw events during Derby. I said, hey, girl, I'm starting a catering business. If you have any need for anything, please let me know. We would love to do anything. She was like, I actually have an event that we would love to see if you could do. It's, you know, it's about 150 people. It's a celebrity event, and like, let's see what you can do. And we were like, okay. And we piecemealed it together. Honey, I had like 7 people. It was like high end to the max. My thank God my husband's a great chef and can like finesse anything, right? And he made us look incredible. We were able to really execute, and that was it for me. I was like, I love it. I was like, I love it. We were exhausted and we got our butts kicked, but it was so energizing for us to really look at each other and be like, we did it.
Are you delusional? Do you live in that delusion where you're like, it doesn't matter, we are going here?
I like am a absolute manifester and
love
dreamer
that.
to the max. If I say like that's what we're doing, like this, the NuLu location was fully manifested. I said to Chris, I said, I need a space that I can do it all, where I can have a commissary kitchen for catering, where I can do private dining events, where I can have the ability to do dinner service. The reason why House of Marigold is a brunch restaurant isn't because I was like, I'm going to create a brunch restaurant. It's because our lease was ending at that cafe at Waystar, and we needed to keep catering. That was my business. I needed to keep catering. And so we were looking for other kitchens. We threw our names in multiple hats across the city at other like restaurants, and none of them stuck. And we were driving down Shelbyville Road one day. Royal's Chicken had just closed. And I looked at Chris and I said, is it closed? And he was like, call your broker. And so I called my broker. He said, they're LOI deep in a deal, but no deal is done until the contract is signed.
Absolutely.
Like he said, so let's go meet with the realtor and go chat. The realtor happened to be like my literal childhood neighbor. And I said, what do I need to do to get in here? He said, make an offer.
What are the odds too?
Literally, what are the odds?
Yeah.
He
Like
said,
it was like everything was lining up for because it's close to home.
I grew up across the street from where House of Marigold is. I grew up in Foxgate. It was, my mom used to buy flowers from Country Squire, which was there before. It is
so significant.
1,000% full circle. My kids go to Eastern High School. I went to Crosby. It is like home. the House of Marigold is absolutely home.
And were you reaching out to places that were outside of the home
Yeah,
zone
we
too?
were far.
And see, that's why I talk about whenever I was looking for whatever house we would get over the past several years, my sister is currently searching, and there was one that they put an offer in on, and they didn't get they didn't get accepted for it, right? And I was like, just be patient, because all the rejections are leading you to what's meant to be.
Amen.
And it is so much better than whatever you think that could be.
Isn't that wild?
Yes, and it's totally that for you.
Yes.
Like all those ones that you went for, and
Oh
then
my
just happened
gosh.
to be like, we're driving down. We're like, hey, what
Yeah.
about that place?
And that location is notoriously like fail. Like nothing lasts in that location, just because it's kind of a bummer to get into and kind of get out of. And so I was like, well, listen, at very least we have a kitchen. We'll continue to cater, right? And that's all I need to do.
you don't have to worry about people being able to get there.
That's
for that.
it. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. I just need to be able to cater. And I was like, well, my broker was like, well, you have the space. Like, do you think that you would potentially do a restaurant? And so I was like, well, maybe. It was designed to be a counter service restaurant when we took it over. And so I was like, oh, maybe we'll do something that's like cute, grab and go, easy. My husband, being like very smart, was like, if you take this out and you take this out, you can make this a full service restaurant. And I said, well, let's take it out. I said, take it out. And he was like, all right. So him and my sons were in there with like drills, like taking, like when I say it was me and my husband and my kids and my cousin Marcus, and we had, one front of the house team member at the time that was us. And the reason why we did brunch was because I wanted to keep catering. I wanted to be able to have the kitchen available for my team in the evening to prep and be able to execute the events. And so my broker was like, well, you got the space, do something with it. And I said, okay, well, I'll do like a brunch restaurant, because it'll be closed by 3:00. And so if it's freed up
catering.
space,
For
they
catering,
can free up for catering. So I was like, let's just do that. I called and hired a PR team only because I wanted to try and give myself a touch of opportunity. I said, I've got this much money. This is all I've got to spend on PR. And I was like, well, what can you do with that? And she was like, got you. I'm gonna push.
She's good.
She was like, I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna push you out, but I'm gonna challenge you to be able to invest just a little bit more, and let's see where I can really get you. And I was like, okay. And so I made that investment into PR. That PR investment is the entire reason why the House of Marigold
Game changer?
took a game changer. It took us we opened with 350 people our very first day.
Wow.
The very first day. And that's,
They got all your name out there. Like, hey, you want to be here on the opening day?
we're grassroots. Like, we are like from the bottom. And so it was intentional about design. It was intentional, but it was repurposing everything, right? I bought that space. I bought every bit of everything that Royals left. So I'll repurpose it. I don't have money to buy new furniture, but I have money to paint it. Wow. I have money to powder coat it.
Yeah.
I've got money I had my contractor at the time literally was the contractor that I had met on the Nextdoor app who painted my house over COVID. And I called him and I said, hey, I bought a restaurant. Can you come and like paint it?
That's so cool.
And he was like, absolutely. He did all the woodworking, all the trim out, all of the countertop, like,
wow.
grassroots, honey. We built like my menus. I called my liquor company and I said, will you do these menus for me? And they were like, absolutely. You spend enough money with us, we'll do your menus.
That is genius. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah. It was every bit of using my resources and the people around me. When it came down to, I skipped a whole part because the mobile bars came before this. But the mobile bars, we did an opening for them at our Middletown location, and I had invited the Middletown Chamber of Commerce out, and I invited like the banks and everybody out. Stockyards Bank had come out to the grand opening of the showroom space, which is in the Middletown Business Center down on North English Station Road. And they were like, this is really cool. And they were like, and if you ever need anything, let us know. We'd love to work with you. And so when I wanted to move into the House of Marigold, I obviously had to get a loan. Like I didn't have, and I called Stockyards and they were like, got you. We'd love to we loved, and they loaned me the money for me to be able to get in there and buy everything. And then it was paying them back. It was not getting enough capital to begin with. It was every bit of just the, when we first started BYH and I was working at the cafe, like that first payroll, Chris was like, I can do QuickBooks. He's a chef. He can't do QuickBooks. He bounced that entire first payroll, couldn't pay anybody. Like that was how it all started. Like very much so learning from our mistakes. Like we had, I had hired a bookkeeper at the beginning of, who worked with me at Cheesecake Factory, and she had left her job and started working with her mom in a bookkeeping business and was like, give me $150 a month and I'll pay you and Chris and make sure your taxes are like, and then we expanded from that and, and had to get a bigger company, but everything was just very organic and grassrooted, and just because we just didn't want to fail, and we just had wonderful people in our corner that saw what we were doing, that supported us throughout, that were like, we'll love to book you. We'd love to do an event. Like we see your value.
But you know what? There's something about your energy. Like when you walked in the door, and I know our viewers can't feel it. Maybe they can.
I felt it and watched it. I stalked your TikToks last night.
Yes.
So
yeah,
I felt it in
but
those.
Isn't there, it's just a very warm, vibrant, it's like when you walk in, you're like, I want to do whatever she's doing.
Right.
Like I want to join
genuine.
whatever she's doing.
Your energy is very genuine.
But it's magnetic.
Yeah.
And I can see why people are like,
I want to be part of whatever she's doing.
work with you.
We're always so humbled. Like when I get people that and I look at Chris, I'm like, these people want to hang out with us, and they like what we're doing, and they want to do this with me, and I'm like, I can't even believe it.
You're like, why? And he's like, the same reason that I was pushing you to do it in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what he's thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Like he knew.
It's crazy. Like my, sales director for catering, like she started with me as a bartender, and and she and I have like grown this, together, and she looks at me and she's like, well, I'm with you. And I'm like, I die because I can't do it without you. And I'm so blessed to have you, and that you see like where this could potentially go. And like, I want to do this for them more than anybody now, like where it was for me and my family, and the ability to not work every weekend. Now I'm like, whatever you all want.
I love that. I feel like so many places that people work at, it's all about the end line, or whatever
like the bottom line.
Thank you, bottom line. And like what's best for the business, and never like what's best for the people working for the business kind of thing. It seems like you're like, I got to make sure my people are taken care of.
That's it.
And that's how I know my business will thrive.
That's it. Like at the end of the day, they take care of you all. Like that's who, when you all come in and make like that biscuit was made with hands that are like, very much so I love and I care about those hands, and I care about the farmers that we got the food from, and all of that stuff is very important and very intentional. And if it's not, then the experience is different. You don't get that same feeling when you come in there and you eat the food and you and have, like tomorrow for Thanksgiving, Chris is cooking for, he was like, any friends and family, anybody that wants to come and eat at the restaurant, please come and eat. Let's like just be together and be thankful and take the day off and like just spend the time, because it just matters, right?
Yeah,
like
it does matter.
Catie just had, Catie, my sales director, just had another baby. I want her to be able to be at home and spend time with her baby and work from home, and like that's important to me. It matters, like mental health and work-life balance and having value. Chris and I have learned that you get the best results from people when they do what they love.
Yes.
Tell me what you want to do.
Yes.
Like what, like
they're happy doing it, then everything that they do is going to produce happy.
Absolutely. And the thing is, like, we've got so many sectors in this company. Like, what do you want to do? You don't love catering? You want to go to the restaurant? Let's go to the restaurant. Let's see if you like the restaurant. You don't love the restaurant? Let's go over to Catie. You want to do some bar stuff? Like, what do you want to do?
You don't like give up on people. You're like, let's figure you out.
Let's try. And if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. But like, at least we shot our shot.
Yeah.
We tried. We like, you wouldn't have come to me and say, hey, I like what you're doing, or I want to work with you, or I see like your brand and I think it's really cool, if you didn't think that. So like, let's try and find out what is the best fit for you, if there is a good fit. And it's been wonderful. We've got some, like, my team is just next level.
Well, it sounds like you have like, I've worked in the service industry for 20 some years. So I've always thought about like all the things that I don't know even what to think about outside of it. But like, sounds like you have everything. Like you got all the business side of it and then the kitchen side of it that I know. You know what I mean? We're like, there's got to be something for everybody.
There's got
in there
to.
somewhere.
There is.
Yeah.
Joshua makes the best espresso martini.
Yes, he does.
He's so good at
Yeah,
it.
She's an espresso martini connoisseur.
Oh, you know,
I mean, besides old fashioned, you make me sound like I don't. Okay.
No, I'm just saying like in the
Yes.
when we
but
go out.
I'm part of two groups.
two things.
I'm a part of two text groups: the Old Fashioned Club and the Espresso Martini Enthusiasts.
Yes, ma'am.
And
As
I
you
love
should.
both.
As you should. Absolutely. A good old fashioned is like quintessential classic.
I didn't see that on the menu yesterday. Was it on?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Because I was like,
you said that.
I am not that. And that's what's so funny is somebody said like, oh, now that you're going to be a NuLu, like, you know, we would love to see, I'm like, you will not see more bourbon. You're not.
Okay.
I mean, we will
Well, but there are so many places that have bourbon. You're like,
true.
that's what sets
Truly.
us apart. Like, I have the things that they don't have because they're investing in bourbon.
right.
I mean, we will, absolutely have a robust, you know, cocktail menu like we certainly do have, and we'll have, you know, representation of bourbon. But no, it's not a bourbon bar. It's not going to be designed for you to come and have multiple selections of bourbon. I love bourbon country. I love Louisville. I love our community. I'm just trying to provide something that is not necessarily being seen. I want us to have a space that feels a little bit lighter, brighter, a little bit more feminine, a little bit more welcoming. Doesn't mean that, you know, a bourbon enthusiast isn't welcome, but
I'll always find something.
Yeah.
honey,
What's
there's
your
always
favorite?
a beverage. I mean, we have our signature cocktail, the Marigold, is made with Maker's Mark. So we do have bourbon on the menu, but you know,
It's not your main thing.
it's just not our main
Do
thing.
you have your own barrel at Makers?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's next.
Oh, yeah,
you're too delusional. You will have your
Well,
own
listen, I've
barrel.
got my own like really pretty pink tip wax glasses. So
Of
that's
course you
cool.
do.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
really cool.
What is it? Okay. For myself and for the people that don't know what the heck you just said, when you said you have your own barrel,
Like
what
you
does that
can
mean?
you can purchase basically
Yeah.
your own barrel
And then just say that's my barrel.
And then they bottle it, and you have your own bottles of like it'd be the
yeah.
House of Marigold Maker's Mark bottles, and we would have them.
Exactly.
And
And
Does
then I
it
could
taste
go to
just like every other Maker's Mark?
no, you go and you create your own blend.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an
I was like,
incredible
what's the difference here?
experience.
Okay.
No, like it's an incredible
if
experience.
you do make your own bottles, please reserve one for me. I will buy it.
Absolutely.
And I will add it to my collection.
We
That'd be
just did a
great.
great tour with Makers this past summer, and we're just chatting about it.
That's
So
really cool.
it's
so
I know.
cool.
I didn't know anything about that
Yes.
kind of thing.
No, we have such a great relationship with Makers. Chris is worked over, you know, with Bill and Rob and done many dinners with the family, and they've been good to us. They are our bourbon on our menu at the House of Marigold, but down in Catering, I mean, honey, that bourbon list is extensive. And we do a black walnut old fashioned at Catering that is bananas. It is
I
so
love
good.
black walnut. I
Yeah.
don't know why. I was talking to my dad the other day, and I was like, you know, I was making an old fashioned the other day and had black walnut bitters in it. And I was like, there was something about it that smelled like childhood. And he's like, Christina, there was black walnuts all over the farm.
Yeah.
You know, like you lived in black walnut land. Like what? And I
Nostalgic.
was like, oh my gosh, I guess I just, you don't realize you take
Yeah.
advantage of your smells of childhood.
Yes, and
That's
a good
really
old fashioned.
And a good old fashioned.
Yeah.
So catering is different from the House of Marigold. So catering, you can request anything.
Absolutely. Catering is very robust. It's very intense and wonderful, and it scales everything. So we are currently the sole caterer at the Speed Art Museum, and we have a cafe down there as well.
That's amazing.
So we do the majority of our catering out of the museum down there. We're very blessed to have that contract, and it's been wonderful and such a cool partnership. Just a bunch of creatives working together and doing creative food and cool exhibitions and fun stuff. So that's been wonderful.
May I ask, so when you say, are you like whenever people go to the museum and they like go to a place to get lunch or whatever, is that you feed them? Like they come up and order food from you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then they also, do they cater? Does the museum actually cater from you too for like
any internal events, any weddings, anything that is activated or produced in the Speed Art Museum is going to come from Marigold Catering Company.
That's really cool. So you have the stuff that's going to keep you busy every day just by making sure that there's food for people to be able to purchase whenever they're enjoying the museum. And then they also find other really cool events to keep you more like
really busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yes. No, it's been a great partnership.
Do you have a dream that's kind of outlandish, but you
always
feel, what is it? Can you talk about
I mean, always. I mean, I talk about, I really do want to make, Marigold a brand and household brand. I want to expand it. I have a lot of dreams, a lot of goals. My team's like, you're definitely like the Black Martha Stewart, like the Joanna Gaines of our city, right? Like,
where's the TV show?
And that coming, it has to, right?
It has to,
right? Manifest that for me. It's funny. My team, they're like the Lisa Vanderpump is what they're like. We need a show between the amount of catering and restaurant and everything, and the amount of dynamics and people and the moving parts. They're like, we are missing the mark by people not filming us all the time because it is something. It's always. I mean, this past summer I had 5 Marigold babies. We threw a shower because we had 5 of my
Marigold babies.
We threw a just peachy shower at Maddox and Rose. It was the best ever.
Adorable.
And so we showered all of our mamas and papas, and it's great because there's always something going there, and there's a ton of dynamic. I want this. I think that this could be. I think that this brand could go nationwide. It could be anything. It just really is kind of what we. It's wonderful. I'm in this James Beard cohort right now with all of these other women entrepreneurs and owners and culinarians, and we meet every week on Mondays and Thursdays, and we talk about this. Like, what's your big goal? Like, what's your big plan? And we have a presentation that we're doing next week on like what is it that we really want to, and. It's expanding. I really would love to move into like luxury event activations and doing really cool elevated events because it just seems like a natural extension of what we're currently doing with catering. And
So
really,
what do you mean by elevated events?
so like luxury brand events and doing just really cool high end events and bringing more representation to the city. I feel like we have such a great scene and it's growing, and our young people are doing a really cool job on doing activations and fun stuff, but doing things that are activated more often than just Derby or like Louder Than Life or Bourbon and Beyond, and doing things that are just fun and more elevated. I would really love to expand into, household goods. I would love to expand. Honey, I love fashion. So a boutique is something that is calling my name.
I mean, your outfit. I'm like, I love it. So.
Sign me up. I will wear something every week on the podcast from your boutique.
I'm dying to do a boutique. I'm dying to do a med spa and really go into the other lane of beauty and fashion and how it all comes together with events and beauty and fashion and food and beverage and just making it a full brand and an umbrella that kind of just is about women and empowerment and everything that we love that represents us. And
you need to buy a whole mall, like one of those.
That'd be great.
Yeah, and just have all the stores be Marigold brand.
If you were to have, I should say, when you have household items, what are you imagining?
I mean, naturally, we would go and, really elevated, bar items, cookware items, things that represented us, glassware, tabletops, tabletop decor, tables, chairs, everything that's just really in line with what an aesthetic Marigold look would be, My team is already like incredibly creative.
I can see that taking off, honestly. I haven't been to the Marigold yet, but from watching the videos, just to seeing like the big flowers on the wall and stuff like that.
I'm going to take you.
I can't wait. And
we're going to dress up
I can
too.
totally see that being something that would take off. I feel like it's classy and elegant and also fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked in there yesterday and there
Your
was
jaw hit the ground.
well, yes, but there was a group of women. They were all dressed up. They were getting together for Christmas brunch, you know, just together as friends.
Yes.
That was so sweet. My daughter is a huge fan of your chicken and waffles.
All the
That was her
teenagers
favorite.
are, honey.
But yeah, right? Chicken and waffles together.
Yes.
But she went right before the she watched Wicked last Saturday.
Yes.
And she went in there and of course, like I told her afterwards, I was like, do you know who I'm interviewing on the podcast this week? And she's like, no way. She was like, just to let you know, like we had a reservation and we had to wait because there were so many people in there. And she's like, when we left that building, my ears started ringing because there were so many people in there and it was so fun and all the laughter and stuff. She was like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
she
it's
was like,
full vibe.
It's so loud in there, and they go in there to celebrate.
They celebrate.
They celebrate. They dress up, and that's like one of the things that I said when I started it. I said, I want every bridal shower. I want the baby showers. I want the girls' brunches. I want that.
Yeah.
I want it to feel like us. I'm like, I want it to feel like you can come and celebrate. I want it to feel like if you're going to your mom's house and you are just
Yes.
I'm going home. I want it, like I feel so welcomed. I feel so good and come as you are. And in every space that you are. Like if you're coming in to celebrate, if you're coming in, you know, to mourn, you know, like we want to be there in your best space and your worst space. We want to be there in your wins and your losses. We want to make you feel good for the 40 minutes or the 2 hours or however long that you choose to be there. You know, like, could we set a limit and be like, okay, come in and you can hang out for an hour and a half, or you could hang out for 2 hours so we could make sure that tables turn and people didn't have to wait. We could do that, but I think that takes away from your entire experience. It does not give you the ability just to be, right? And that is the thing. You should be able to just to come in and just be, enjoy your drink, enjoy your food, be with your people, have a good time. And if I put a limit on that, I mean, it doesn't feel good. And so if you don't want to wait a little bit longer because somebody is just celebrating a little bit longer than we anticipated, I get it. I do understand. I'm so sorry. That is a bummer. But like, you know, when you're here and you get to celebrate a little bit longer, you'll understand why. And you know what? And people get it.
And people get it.
And
my daughter wasn't even like,
and they don't ever say, they don't care.
They don't care.
They
They're
don't care. They're just hanging out.
They
They're like,
get their turn and then I'll get mine.
it is. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because we are busting at the seams in that building on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm like, there is no room for anybody else.
That's
it is
awesome.
crazy.
Which
and
is
so that's why NuLu is so exciting. Middletown is about 2,400 square feet. NuLu will be almost 13,000.
what?
Oh my gosh.
So the amount of celebrations and the amount, I know parking can be like whatever, but honey, get you a spot. We just extended the sidewalks. We've got parking out front now. There is,
Where is this in NuLu?
it's so, as everybody know where the old Harvest was. Next to Saki A Go-Go and Mish Mish. We've got the best neighbors in the world.
Yeah, so Saki Go-Go. I love that place.
Saki A Go-Go is our neighbor.
No way.
Yes, so we have Saki A Go-Go next door
I'm
to us.
taking you. We're just going to hit them both.
We got Mish Mish next to us. We've got just this wonderful like ethnic culinary like vibe, right? And then we get to plop in there and give you like classic new American brunch. And
Do you do
and
valet?
lunch.
Like Saki Go-Go does?
We haven't discussed valet yet because I don't really know. Like
I'll
we
pay $5.
We gotta find a parking lot that we
Yeah.
can go find for valet.
Yeah.
But that is absolutely in discussion for dinner. But yes, listen, the vibes are going to bring people down there because you're not going to want to miss it because we're going to have experiences. It's going to feel just so different and so like guacamole, right? You go, honey. Bananas. And I'm not missing on those vibes because they've done a good job of curating them. And we're on the same block, babe.
That's amazing.
Keep on coming down, right?
That is so good.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Okay. It is that time where we do rapid fire. So this is just to find out about you as a person, you know, just a fun little game we like to do to end things.
Okay, so I'm curious about the name Marigold. So I asked one of my questions is, are marigolds your favorite flower?
No, marigolds represent good luck and prosperity. And my mom and my grandmother always kept fresh flowers. That was like the thing. And so I looked at Chris one day and I said, what do you think about marigold? And he said, I think that's really pretty. And so marigolds are what, we named the business after because we wanted a lot of prosperity, we wanted a lot of good fortune, and we wanted to represent my mama.
It makes
Holding
sense.
it down for you.
Yes.
Okay, so not to then potentially cause, disruption of peace between you and marigolds, what's your favorite flower?
I love a peony.
Okay.
I do love a peony.
It's my favorite too.
Yeah,
there's something about
so
them.
pretty.
They are
so
beautiful.
pretty.
They are beautiful, but I just love flowers, honey. You give me flowers.
Do you
love it on
think
me.
you're gonna open up like a little flower stand,
little flower
or-
shop? And
Yeah,
then-
a
yeah.
little flower.
That's what I imagine her partnering with the
I know. At
other one
NuLu, I was like, can you go and
at Norton Commons.
with Norton Commons? I swear, if you open up a little, yes,
A
I'd
little
be there.
flower shop.
I'd be
Oh
there
my gosh.
every
Yeah.
week buying fresh flowers. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, who's your favorite music artist?
Beyonce.
Oh, that was quick. She was like, I already know.
Yeah, honey.
Could you
absolutely.
imagine if she came
No, I
and,
could
and
not.
ate at
No,
the House of Marigold?
never could imagine
She's
that.
like,
Stop
don't
it.
manifest that.
Stop
I'm not
it.
ready.
You're,
I would
you're
die.
delusional. You're delusional. Let's
like
do
that,
it.
like that level of Delulu
Yes.
would probably kill me.
Oh, gosh.
I would not even know. I wouldn't even know where
But
to
she's
begin.
a human too.
She's absolutely a human. And listen, and my mantra for years is, you have as many hours in the day as Beyonce. And that is like how I have been like, look, girl,
She hustles.
don't stop.
Yes.
Don't stop.
But-
Keep
but-
it going. You got as many hours as B, baby. You got like, you can do it. Like there's nothing that's stopping. You see her, like keep going, keep going, keep going. So
Do you ever realize that somebody looks at you like you look at Beyonce? Like another little girl out there who
yeah, I it's been, I've been crying a lot like in the past week because I've been getting these messages lately and it's just been like,
Tugging on your heartstrings.
like what? What do they say?
I mean, it's genuinely like you are like, I don't want to cry on this podcast, but it's like you are
We'll
an
cry with you.
inspiration. It is, representation matters. And that was half of the reason, if not all of the reason why I started and really wanted this to be an affluent representation of women, of Black women, of minorities, because they're sometimes what people perceive us to be is not necessarily who we are. And so I wanted us to have a space that felt like this is who we are. This is everything we can be. This is a space where we're all welcome to be in every aspect of you and every being of you. You come here and you are welcome. This is for you. This is for us. And like you are well here. And so for people to feel that,
Powerful.
it's more than I ever imagined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
golly.
What? I know. What?
I'm not Oh my gosh. That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank
No,
you
yeah.
for
I mean, they, that's why I do what I do now. It's because I'm so inspired by them to like not fail them, right? My daughter's 18 and I see her girlfriends and I see, the girls that come in there and it's funny. I see it when I walk in the restaurant and they see like before it, and now there's a little bit more brand representation. There's a little bit more of me out there and I see it and they see me and I'm like, let me be what they expect of me, right? Like, and that is like, let me be exactly who they want me to be. And I am available to you and I'm speaking to you and I'm going to come and I'm going to tell you how pretty you look and because you do look great. And I'm so thankful you came in today. And like, how was everything? And I'm going to give you my time. I'm going to give you my energy because like, that's what you deserve.
Have you ever thought about being like a public speaker? Just, going around to universities or high schools.
Whenever you call me, I go and speak to any child ever. That is like absolutely. We go. I'm going to Iroquois High School next week. I was just at Prosser a week ago. I've gone to
really
that.
cool.
I've gone to that Liberty, the Liberty School. And we've met with anybody. If you email me and the TAP school, the girls at the TAP school, they've come and spent time with us at Catering, and we've done internships with them. They've come out to the restaurant and I've they've had lunch and we've sat and we've chatted. I mean, I'm
Wow.
any young person
That's really cool.
that wants my time, I will take time away from my husband to give it to you because whatever you need from me. It's important. I like that. I extremely see the value in our young people. Like they are it. They've got it going on. They just need people to see them more. And they do. They've got it going on. I mean, I'm raising 3 teenagers, honey. I got an 18, a 16, and a 14-year-old. It is work. And they've got a lot of...
You don't even look like you have a 5-year-old.
I know. I would like watching your videos last night. I totally thought you were in your early to mid 20s.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And whenever I saw where you went on a trip, was it Aruba?
Aruba with my baby.
Yeah, for her 18th birthday.
Yes.
And I was like, what? I'm like, you look like your sisters.
Yes.
Like, good for you.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. Well, no, I mean, but that they are awesome. Like these young people are awesome. And
It is fascinating how different their childhoods are from at least mine.
yes. So different.
But it's so different. And it's like mind blowing how in some ways I feel like they've surpassed us in a lot of ways, but then I also feel like there's some things that I feel bad that they didn't get that we got to.
Amen.
You know, like the boredom.
Yes.
I was actually talking to my kids. I'm like,
Yes.
they get like weird whenever they're bored. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to learn how to settle into that.
Yes.
That's important.
Literally.
For your life. Like
Literally.
Stare out the car window
Yeah.
for 12 hours
You're all
to
right.
Florida.
Yeah. You're all right.
Yeah.
Yes,
You-
settle in. It's
Huh?
part of life. Like,
you'll anticipate getting out a lot sooner, honey. You'll
Yeah.
appreciate
Yes.
them toes in that sand as soon as you get out that car, honey.
Yes.
Right.
It's so true.
Yes. Social media is not for everybody.
No.
It is not. And my sons, they're not meant for it. My daughter, she's fine. Honey, them boys, I'm like, you don't need a phone.
No.
I'll keep it.
Nope.
I'll keep it. It's just not meant for you. Not everything. I tell my kids not everything is for everybody, and that is okay.
Yeah.
But you need to know where you fit in the best, what allows you to be you, and how you can navigate that and be like happy with yourself. So if
Yeah.
I take all of this away from you, I strip it, like that's like the luxury that we had. We got stripped down to nothing and we liked it. Like we were fine with who we were at the end of it. These kids struggle with realizing who they are when you take the phone away and the accessibility to the internet, or you take the clothes away, you take all of the things that make them cool. Honey, we didn't what y'all look like in middle school and high school. We did not look like that.
No.
Are you
white
kidding
eyeliner
me?
that looked terrible all up in our
Yes.
eyelashes and stuff. Like,
Honey, I liked boy bands, right?
Oh, me
like,
too.
I like if they were like a high schooler liked boy bands right now, they would be like a nerd,
Yes.
right? But I was like,
we were
cool.
Backstreet Boys
we were all
NSYNC,
part of
NSYNC
it.
was
all
the jam,
about it.
honey.
Oh
like,
my
but if you
gosh.
watch some of our videos from our dances, you'd be a little
of it-
cringe compared to the TikTok dances that they do. But they
right.
want to grow up so fast,
Yes.
and they want to do more than they really need to. That's why I say not everything is for everybody. That is not for you. You need to settle in to you.
Yeah.
Be 14, be 15, be 16, be who you are.
Get a strong foundation with
That's
who you know you
it.
are
That's-
instead of getting on the social media and having them tell you who you should try to be.
Girl.
And comparison.
Yes.
I will
is
let
a
my
thief
kids
of
on
joy.
all that stuff.
Yes. Yeah. it
Yes.
is.
Yeah. I'm like, honey, those boys, I'm like, you're good.
You're good.
Come hang out with me. Go to the gym with your uncle. Like
Yeah.
they go to work. They do their thing. It's like, it's just different. It matters. That mental health break matters. And they have that mental health thing is such a big thing for those young people, right? And so that amount of pressure that it is. And I think that's why it's important to be available to talk to them and have a space where they can have conversation and say, like, this is how I am feeling, right? And, and you can either validate it or say, listen, okay.
Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. It's a little bit of victim mentality. But I'm going to, and let's get you
I feel
out
like
of
we're
it.
on the same page.
Girlfriend, honey, they're teenagers. They get confused, but their generation's awesome, and they've got a lot of great ideas, and they are hard workers, and they take initiative, and they are creative.
I feel like they're understanding on. I'm not a tech savvy person, and it blows my mind watching
much they know.
toddlers get around better on tablets than I could. But anyways,
Yeah.
okay. Last question. This might be hard for you, but I have a feeling it will be hard for you. But I'm still going to ask it. What is your favorite meal that your husband makes for you?
Ooh.
Chris is a really good cook.
I feel like there's got to be a special meal that he cooks like first, like your birthday or, some sort of special.
This Thanksgiving, so he does Thanksgiving for everybody. And like, that's like, we close the restaurant, we invite all our friends and family, and the granny's gone, right? So nobody cooks like they used to anymore, right? So that where you used to go to your granny's house and it was the cousins and and everybody was there and it was like your immediate family, that doesn't exist anymore, right? So we have created our own family and own friends, and it's a beautiful thing. And Chris, the amount of love and care that he puts into this Thanksgiving meal is unbelievable, because he just goes over and above and beyond. My favorite meal, though, is Christmas, because Christmas, it's just the 5 of us. We don't have any friends, any extra family, no one else. We get to just like reconnect. We slow down. We close the restaurant on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We give everybody time with their family. We take the time to be really connected with each other. He does like a big ol' beef tenderloin, and he does, roasted vegetables, and he does, I don't care what he does. Honestly,
just that meal, whatever it is your favorite.
That's it.
That makes sense though.
Yep.
I love that too. Yeah. Well, we are so appreciative that you came. I mean, you were such a celebrity to us. I mean, we are like, you are our Beyonce.
Oh my gosh,
and especially to my daughter. When I told her that you were coming to the studio, oh my gosh, she was. And she's sick right now. Otherwise, she would be right here.
Yeah, she was going to come, but she's
love
sick the past couple
her.
days.
So heartbroken.
Oh my God, I love her.
But we're so grateful, and we wish you the best of luck. And we will be one of the first in NuLu. I mean, we want a DJ. We want to.
Yes,
we
honey. We are going to have such
I
a
want to
weird
dance during brunch.
Oh my God.
You know what it makes me think of is there's a place that I went to on a bachelorette party in
All women.
Oh, it was in Nashville, and
Yes.
it was literally like bachelorette party, and they had a DJ in there, and we were having so much fun. And I'm like,
Oh my
I wish
gosh.
there was a place like this close to me. And it sounds like you
We're gonna
got
have
it. Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun.
And the greenhouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the greenhouse.
Oh, yeah, greenhouse.
And the greenhouse would be great. So if you want a little chill vibe, go to the greenhouse. We'll have
That's
dinner.
where she'll
right?
wanna be.
Yes,
We'll do
it'll be
both.
so
She'll be hugging your
vibey.
plants.
Our Fox Hollow dinners that we do.
We love Fox Hollow.
Yeah, so we do Fox Hollow dinners, like little farm to table
Yeah.
dinners. This past one that we just did, we did pick your own bouquet experience. So you got to go in the field of wildflowers. You
Oh
get to
my
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was a TikTok too, right?
Yes.
Outside. It was outside.
Yes, and
that
pick your
looked
own-
just magical.
It was
Yes,
magical.
It was magical.
And I live so close to that, and I was so bummed that I think we were out of town.
Were you?
Yes. I was.
It was the first time
bummed.
we've ever got to do it on a Saturday. We
Yeah.
were just so thrilled because we're always booked on Saturdays.
Yeah.
But Maggie Heath is a love of my life
Maggie
out there.
is so
She
she's
does
amazing.
Such great work out there. And so our farm to table dinners, but we did do a little pick your own flower moment and had your own bouquets.
I want to do it, and I want to be barefoot.
Yes,
I want to eat my
should.
dinner without shoes on and go pick flowers.
my gosh.
Oh,
barefoot.
you should. By the end of the by the end of the night, yes, heels are off and wine is.
Yes.
is
We're
is-
so
is
sorry,
copious.
Adrienne.
Yes.
You just asked the hillbillies what they wanted. It's fine.
Okay, listen, my husband's from southern Indiana, so we get it.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you,
We
ladies.
love you.
I
Thank
love you
you.
more.
Thank you.
Best of
Yes.
luck in
Seriously love you.
everything.
Seriously love you.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers to all of your new endeavors.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for watching Finding Friends. We'll see you on the next episode. Wave, Adrienne.
Thank you.